going on, y'all? So today we are at the Baltimore County Media Day that's being held at Dulaney High School. Thanks, Dulaney, for having us. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to ask two questions that revolve around your first question. Let me get to that. First question is going to be what improvements or things that you've learned from last year are you going to make this year, and or the lessons that you've learned? I'm going to ask that question. That's what it's going to be around there. And then the second one will be, what are the goals for the 2024 season? So that's what I'll ask the teams. They seem to all be out here. Y'all better get ready. Baltimore County Media Day. Here we go. Let's do it.
This event started maybe about 4 or 5 years ago with the vision of Darren Reed. Some of you, the Dulaney players, know who Darren Reed was. Darren Reed was a great man, great father, great coach. He started this event, and I saw his vision when he first started this event. I said, Coach, you got something. You're on to something with this. And some of you know Coach Reed died a few years ago of stomach cancer. So I told Coach Paul, I said, Coach, we need to do something special for Coach. We need to, keep his name alive and also keep his vision alive. So Coach was very, very gracious enough for me to say, all right, tell me what you got, let's move forward with it, and let's do it. So with that being said, I decided to rename the Baltimore County Media Day to the Darren Reed Baltimore County Football Media Day. The event would no longer be Baltimore County Football Media Day, it would be named Darren Reed Baltimore County Football Media Day. And what we've done is we created a logo so that Darren's name and Darren's vision will live forever, every year.
What's going on, Dulaney High School? Good, good. All right, I got two questions for you. The first one being, what are some of the lessons that you learned from last year, and how are you going to apply them to this year?
I basically just say, don't look down upon any team. Any team can come on top no matter what. So never treat an opponent like it's easy going into it. Always treat it like 100%.
Okay.
From last year, it's just bringing 100% every practice. Some practices we weren't going, 100%. We weren't, put enough effort, and it really showed in the season. So this year, bringing 100 every single practice, no matter what it is.
Trying to piggyback off what Andrew just said, we definitely need more discipline in practice. That'll carry over to the games. Help us a lot this year.
Okay. All right. Cool. And so, with the 2024 season, what are your goals?
I think this, for everybody, not just us here, but the entire team, is just to have a winning season.
All right.
Yeah, winning season.
Have a winning season. All right. Well, I do wish y'all the best of luck in that. I am trying to get out to a game, because I did say I'm going to try and get out to a Dulaney game. So, best wishes on the 2024 season. All right. Thank you. So, from last season, what are some of the things that you learned that you're going to apply to this season coming up?
Trust my teammates at all times, every play.
Trust the teammates.
What was the question again?
What from last season? What are some of the lessons that you learned that you're going to apply to the season coming up?
I'll say be a better teammate for real.
Okay.
That's gonna be it.
Cool. And so with the 2024 season, what are your goals?
My goals, at least 5 interceptions. Okay. I want to play offense this year. I gotta play offense this year. So 1,000+ yards on offense. Don't matter.
Yeah, like 5 interceptions, 100 yards every game, a touchdown too. But yeah.
Thank you. I do wish y'all the best of luck in 2024. All right. All right. Last season, Randallstown. Y'all learned some things. What are some of those things that you learned, and how you going to apply that to this season? And then the next question will be, what are your goals for 2024?
Okay, well, some things that I learned as a head coach, being a first-year head coach, was, just making sure that everything is planned out to the maximum. Just being prepared for everything. We went through ups and downs last year. Started off 0-2, then went on a good winning streak. Got to the second round in the playoffs. A game that we could have won. So how I look at it is it's unfinished business this year. We know what our main goal is to get to states. I feel like that's everybody's goal, but I preach 1-0, so we take one game at a time. So right now we're just focusing on Owings Mills.
Right.
What was the question again?
Well, last year, what are some of the lessons learned from last year? How you gonna apply them to this year, and the goals for this year?
So some lessons I learned: as a team sport, it's not a one-man job. You gotta work together to win. Really, the chemistry. You gotta have good chemistry with your teammates, coaches. So all y'all can work together and get a win. Our main goal for the season is really go to the states. As Coach Jamari said, taking one game at a time. So really, right now we just focus on Owings Mills. About to get ready for camp.
One lesson I say I learned is that playing as a team, it really do take you a long way. Because in previous years when we went 1-8, all 4 in the spring, wasn't really too good. A lot of selfish play. So that's that. And our goal for this year is states, for real. We are a good team. We did lose a lot of guys. We did bring some guys in. But at the end of the day, I feel as though that we can still be a better team than last year.
To get back on what Dad said, I feel like I learned that it's really a team sport. You need everybody on the field. My goals for this year, just trying to end my high school career with a ring.
All right. That's good, and I hope y'all succeed in that. And I wish y'all the best of luck. I'm trying to get out to the games. I'll see what happens. Definitely. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Have a good one. All right, so I got 2 questions for you. First one. Were you gonna say something?
You go ahead.
Okay. I just want to be sure. I won't cut you off. Last year, what are some of the things that you learned from last year that you're gonna change this year? And go ahead.
Last year, we ain't had the best mindset on the football team because once one player was down, the whole team was down. So we wasn't really committed to football as a full group. So this year is going to change, and we need to be more committed as a football program.
Okay.
Can you ask the question again?
Yeah. What from last year? Any lessons that you learned from last year that you're gonna change coming up this year? What are those things?
Well, I feel like we should do better on tackling because we miss a lot of tackles with arm tackles and not wrapping up. I feel like once we get that down, if you can tackle, can't nobody beat you. And I feel like the overall morale of the team is down all the time too. We just gotta stop going with the hype of the game and just rock out and play football.
I feel like we should have been more physical as a team, whether it's offense and defense, whether it's missing tackles or just going on your shoulder and having to run somebody over. I feel like physicality is the most important part of football. And that's exactly why our team didn't go the way it was supposed to last year. So I feel like once we change the aspect of being physical, we will have much more success.
Okay. Now, what's your goal for 2024?
My goal, like in particular for the team.
Whatever you choose.
Well, for the team, I want to have at least a season or above 500, definitely. Or at least win half the games and definitely make it past the first round of the playoffs.
I have one goal. I want to change the culture completely. I don't want everybody to see us and and be like, oh, this is an easy game. We're not gonna be no easy game on the schedule. I want to go all the way. I'm trying to go to Navy.
All right.
My goal, I'm trying to get as many offers as I can, and I want us to win a state championship title.
All right.
That's it for real.
What's the goal for 2024?
Well, our goal this year is to continue to change the culture here at Pikesville. We want to have a team instead of a me concept. We had a lot of me players last year that are no longer with the program. So we're just looking to do a lot of team building and to be able to get back to the basics in order to be a successful program.
All right. Well, I wish y'all the best of luck, and hope you have a successful season. Definitely. And let's get Baltimore County to the states. All right. So we got Lansdowne Vikings here. I'm gonna ask my 2 questions. First question is, from last year, what are the lessons learned, and how are you gonna bring that change about this year?
So what I really picked up on last year that we can capitalize this year is tempo. Our tempo, it wasn't as where we wanted to be this year, which is this year is going to be different, most definitely different, and y'all will see that.
Right. And for 2024, what's the goal?
The goal is to have a positive record. To be honest, just have a positive record, positive everything.
All right. First question was like, what lessons did you learn, and how you gonna change that?
Lesson we need to learn is positive attitude, bro. Not bringing each other down. Always bring each other up, because bringing each other down is just gonna mess up the whole team's mentality, basically. Yeah, positive attitude, bro.
Second question. What's the goal for 2024?
Oh yeah, positive record all the way. Positive, no negative. Positive.
All right.
The lesson that I learned last year, leading up to this year, is like, don't downplay any of my opponents. We gotta play to our max potential. Like, we can't play down to a level of competition. We can't try to play up to a level of our competition. We have to try to be clicking on all cylinders and just dominate this year. And a goal for this year is to have a good enough season with my guys to where I'm getting recruited by the end of the year by a couple of D1 schools, whether it be FCS, FBS, D2, it doesn't matter. I just want to go play college ball.
All right, I like that. Well, thank y'all.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all. Rooting for y'all for the best. And I'll see y'all September 7th. All right. What's going on here? I like the helmet and the colors.
Appreciate it.
So from last season, what are some of the lessons that you learned that you planning to change coming up into 2024?
I learned that never giving up, you feel me? Because it's my last year. I'm a senior, so I might never get this chance again. So you can't take it for granted. You gotta get everything 100%. So that's my biggest lesson that I learned. Like, now is the time. Like, you might never come back to this. So that's how I look at it.
Okay. Cool. And what would be your goal for Loch Raven football
this year?
Yes.
Of course, everybody's goal is to win the championship. So that's my goal every year. So as it would be for everybody else, because who doesn't want to be a champion? You feel me?
Awesome. Well, I hope you're successful in that, and you get to that state final. Definitely want to see that.
Okay.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Peace. So I'm here with the Overlea Falcons, and I got 2 questions for you. First question is, from the mistakes you may have made last year, lessons learned, how you gonna change that coming into 2024? No, it's cool.
DJ.
Like,
what you gonna do different from
what?
last
Yeah,
year?
what you gonna do different
Mistakes
from
that
last
you felt
year?
was mistakes last year. How can you write those out this year?
Yeah, there you go.
Not stress myself out, like just focus on me and do my job and trust everybody else to do. Like trust that everybody gonna do their job.
Okay. Good answer.
2 things I want to do better this year. Definitely not stress myself out trying to worry about stuff that doesn't involve me. Like when we're at practice and they talking about the X and Y and the Z, I have no idea what that means, but I definitely want to help my teammates more, hold them accountable. I want to help the rest of the linemen do what they need to do so we can succeed, because the team can't succeed without us. No, definitely was a learning experience. You know, learned a lot of things last year. I was specifically, you know, learn how to, you know, focus on communication skills, things of that nature, to be able to get my point across, but ultimately just to continue to be consistent as a coach. You know, provide these kids with the right leadership to make sure they are put in the best possible situation. That's one of the things that I've learned, and you know, just continue to invest the time into these kids to make sure they learn stuff that's, you know, applicable not only on the field but off the field as well. So I think that you know putting all that together would make for a very special season.
I think just making sure we focus on the task ahead, not necessarily looking too far down the season, not even worried about next week, just focusing on one day at a time, one play at a time as the game is progressing. So when you start to put too much on your plate unnecessarily, I think that's when a lot of mistakes and mishaps happen. I think if you just focus on what's right in front of you right now at the moment, you take it one step at a time, I think that just makes for a better season, for a better time. So that's what we're going to focus on this season.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what's the goal, the end goal for 2024?
Me personally, as a head coach, and I just got promoted to be the head coach, so this is my first round at the varsity level. A personal goal for myself is to advance beyond the first round of the playoffs, but like I said, I don't want to put too much in front of us. So more importantly than even that is to make sure the camaraderie and the culture amongst the program is tighter and stronger than it was in prior years. We're more community active, we're more community driven, so we get more involved with the recs, we're more involved with the fire department and the police department, and I mean we are involved politically, so we're just trying to get our community to back us and be more involved in what we got going on with the program. We're changing the culture, so this is definitely a foundation year and a foundation season for Overlea High School.
All right. What's my goal? Remember? All right.
Yeah, what he said, state championship.
All right.
State championship.
State champion, that's right. I like that.
Because I listen, social media crazy. It's, don't get me wrong, it's state championship. Because I you know, we have a bar to set. You know what I mean? And kids, like you said, it's all about impacting the youth, impacting these children. And one of the things that we find is that, you know, these kids really need something to reach for, you know, and if they, you know, when they put the time in, when they commit, when they see the importance of achieving a goal and the process to do it, then it becomes attainable, you know, despite the circumstances. And I want these for the kids. I want them to reach for this. I want them to reach for the moon, and then, you know, Lord forbid if anything should falter, then they just land on the stars. I want them to be in that. I want them to be in that mode because they deserve to be in that mode based on the work and the mentality that they show.
Basically, what Coach said. I do my very best to stay humble, but he's absolutely right with the aggressive approach and understanding that is absolutely always the goal. Like I said, I just like to put it 1 week at a time, stay humble and keep pushing. But he's right. They need something to reach forward to, something to look forward to. In the years prior to, a lot of times the expectation was really low. Years prior to, a lot of times the expectation was just whatever the expectation is. And right now, it's changing. Like I said, the culture is being adjusted. It's going to take us about a good season or two, possibly. In a perfect world, it'll take us this season, but I'm realistic. At the same time, though, we don't duck no smoke. It's all aggression. It's power forward, and that's just what we do. That's what we're going to do. It's extreme violence on defense and execution on offense, and they know anything less than that, they're not going to be able to play for this program. They understand it. They understand it. So that's where we at. We're looking to have a spectacular season, welcoming everybody out, definitely the parents, the community, and other communities. We're not just subject just to Overlea and the Rosedale area. We got friends and family all over the place, DC, Virginia, other parts of Maryland, other parts of the county. So we're expecting to see a lot of people come and check us out.
All right. Cool. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
And I wish you the best for 2024. Let's get it. All right. What's going on, Eastern Tech? Got 2 questions for you. What are the lessons you learned last year that you're going to change coming into the new season?
You gotta be more physical. We gotta trust in our teammates more, make plays, communicate better, and honestly, that will help us be better.
I agree with him. We just got to be more physical and just work together as a team and take everything more serious, because it's a game, but it's meant to be taken seriously,
That's right. And so, what's your goal for 2024?
To catch a couple W's, because we didn't win anything last year, so we're really coming out there this year looking forward to winning.
All right.
Yeah, same thing he said, get back in the win column, get our confidence up, and just have a better season.
All right. Well, I wish y'all the best and hope it works out. All right, so I'm here with the Wolverines. Got 2 questions for you. First one, what were some of the lessons you learned last year and how are you going to apply that to the upcoming year?
Last year, we learned patience, and we have to use that this year. Last year, sometimes we might be trying to get a play out too quick, or I might try to make a pass too fast, or just not really observe the whole defense. So, we definitely got to take patience into this season and be better with each other.
All right.
What was the lesson? I can say learning how to execute better. We would get far on offense and defense, but we just gotta close out better, more efficiently. And learning patience, to piggyback off what he said, patience. Staying patient, staying disciplined, and trusting in everyone to do their job, and good technique, execution, things like that.
Going off of patience, like he said, we would get down to the goal line, patience, we would get a lot of flags, that bring us back. I feel like if we fix that, we also be we could expand our game and be a greater team.
He kind of really took all the words. I feel like just executing, we learned how to execute, patience, and we just learned how to work with what we had, We don't really get we don't get transfers, so you gotta learn how to work what you got.
All right. And so what would be your goal for 2024? What's the goal?
The goal is always the championship, trying to get the seats. That's always a goal.
Right.
Like you said, championship, shock the world.
That's right.
Just winning in every aspect of the game, and taking it far.
Definitely what everybody said. Winning is a big thing. Winning the state championship is a big thing. But definitely growing as a team is definitely major. Especially with all of us playing with each other since our freshman year, it definitely would be big for us to win it all together.
All right. But that's good, and I hope y'all succeed in all your goals and have a successful season.
Thank you.
And get to the end. Thank you. All right. Have a good one. So I'm with the Perry Hall Gators. 2 questions for you. First one, what are the lessons that you learned in 23 that you're going to change in 24?
I would just say everybody got to stay locked in and completing their job, because we know it only take one play to end the game. So everybody just got to stay locked in every play every down like it's your last down. That's what I say.
Just keep being prepared and not giving up your work ethic, and just staying on top.
I think we could improve on tackling. I feel like a lot last year we missed tackles, and if we improve that, it's over for them. So that's all I really got to say.
I hear that.
Just compete. Again, we've got a tough schedule, which really prepares us for the playoffs, and what we always just do every day is just compete.
And so for 2024, what's the goal?
States. Again, we improve each year. We were there last year. We just got to find a way to get it done. We had the guys, and looking forward to it.
All right.
I say the same thing. The goal is states. You know, we're just gonna use the motivation that we, had last year. You know, we lost in the semifinals, so I just think that we will use that motivation to go on and win states next year. I mean, this year. Sorry.
Just having a great defense, because a great defense is the best offense. Just keeping that, and we'll make it far.
Yeah, I think just progressing every year. A lot of people think that we lost a lot of seniors. We did lose a lot of seniors, but we got a lot of guys that can fill in those spots. So I think it's important that we step up and win states.
Okay. Well, I'm rooting for you, and I hope that y'all get to that goal, get to that states, and have much success.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, with the Kenwood High School, and got 2 questions for you. First one is, what were the lessons that you learned last year that you're going to change coming up in the 2024?
Practice how you play. I feel like if you go 100% at practice, it's gonna the same results you put in that practice same results that you put in the game. So that's definitely one of them.
No giving up and turning on each other when things don't go our way. You feel me? We could be losing in the first half and then come back in the second half with a comeback win. You feel me? So just don't give up, don't turn on each other, and yeah.
Definitely having more leaders on and off the field.
Okay. And what's the goal for 2024? What's the end goal?
Making it past the second round of the playoffs. I feel like county champs, of course.
All right.
That's definitely the goal.
Yeah, same thing what he said, being a champ, building better chemistry with the team, becoming a better team, working harder. Yeah.
Definitely becoming county champ and just to have a positive record.
All right. Well, I hope y'all are successful and you get to the states, and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm here with the Newtown Titans, and got 2 questions for y'all. From last year, what are the lessons learned from last year that you're gonna change coming up in 2024?
This year, I think we should keep the foot on the pedal when it comes to our games.
I say don't let up. Even if we up by a lot, keep going.
I transferred here, so I wasn't here last year, but I would say maybe a leadership thing.
All right.
Just keep dominating. Don't take our foot off the pedal.
All right.
I wasn't here last year, but a lesson I learned from my last season when I moved in the neighborhood was hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard.
So, what's the goal for 2024? That's 2021. 2024.
I would say as a team goal to win the state championship.
Win everything. Yeah.
I think the overall primary goal is to obviously win a state championship.
All right.
I'll say the team goal this year is to win the state championship.
The goal is a state championship.
State championship. All right. Definitely hope y'all get that and get deep in the playoffs to get there. And wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. I'm here with Patapsco High School, and got 2 questions for you. First one is, what are the lessons you learned from last year that you're gonna apply and change coming up in 2024?
I'm gonna say the lessons I learned from last year is that we gotta work harder, and this year what we gonna do is work harder.
Okay.
What was the second question?
And the second one, what's the goal for 2024?
Same thing, work harder.
All right.
The lesson I learned from last year is we have to be more together as a team. Start thinking more as a team, less individually. And then my goal for next year is to, just win games, succeed, win some playoff games.
Something we learned from last year is we should stay as a team, not
argue with each other. I mean, argue, but keep it as a team. And something I'm looking forward to for 2024 is just winning games.
Okay.
Trying our best for every game.
So the lesson that I learned from last year is that there's a price to winning, and I don't think we consistently paid that price in our preparation and our work ethic and the way we carried ourselves as men, whether in the building or at practice. We didn't do enough as young men to deserve to win some of the games we lost. And there's one thing we did this all season was we made sure that we took the steps with the way we carry ourselves as people, the way we work in the weight room, the way we treat each other, the way the coaches treat each other, the way we treat these young men. We need to pay that price every week to earn more wins. And last year we just did not do that. We didn't deserve to win some games. What was the second question? I'm sorry.
What's the goal for 2024?
I mean, the goal this year right now is go 1-0, and that starts with Overlea week 1, and it's us we play ourselves each week. It's our attitude, our effort, and if we can control those things, I think we got a good shot to win every game. But right now I'm solely focused on Overlea. Then our goal will be to play whoever we play week 2. But right now, only one game matters on our schedule. That's week 1. That's Overlea.
All right. Well, I wish all y'all the best of luck. And hope y'all succeed and achieve those goals and things and make those changes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. All right, I'm here with the Parkville Knights. 2 questions for you. The first one is, what are the lessons you learned from last year that you're going to bring about in the 2024? Like any changes that you're going to make?
A lesson that I learned last year is when coach say you won't play, you won't play. And a second lesson is once you stay as a team, it's really nothing you can't do. Like when you're a family, it's really hard to break up a family. As far as last year, coach always said like we was playing as a group of individuals. So coming this year, I just want to play as a team and get it done as one.
Simple lesson: the team is everything.
Had some ups and downs, but rebuilding.
Okay.
Growing up. Young team at that. So just trying to rebuild.
All right. And what's the end goal for 2024?
Game by game, win everyone.
All right.
Yeah. Win every game, make the playoffs, and even more.
What's the question?
What's the end goal for 2024?
State championship.
All right.
State champ all the way. Nothing else. That's one goal.
He said.
Oh, I guess they want my answer. Want to know every week. Week by week for us.
I like it.
We don't ever underestimate an opponent. We give everybody the same energy. So we can go 1-0 each week. We're doing something good.
All right. Appreciate you. And I hope
appreciate
y'all
you, brother.
definitely succeed in those goals. And take care of my boy, Coach Mack.
Yeah, Coach Mack, good people.
Yeah, all right. So
Thank
I'm
y'all.
here with Owings Mills. They had a great run last year, and that's kind of my first question. What have you learned from that one loss? What have you learned that you're going to change coming into 2024?
First things first. The first thing I tell the kids is last year is last year. That was a different group of kids, in totality. We got a lot of young kids on this team, so like these 2 guys right here got to step up and be leaders. So that's the first thing, player leadership. And then I think you go wrong when you look at one loss and think you got to, make a bunch of changes. At the end of the day, we just didn't execute good enough to win the game. So, and that's every week. You want to come out, execute, and do the small things that equal victory. So I can't say we're going to change a bunch of things. We just got to play better when we get to that moment again.
Okay. I'll ask it like, what is the lesson you learned from last year that you're going to change coming into 2024?
I ain't really. All right. I think leadership. I think, at least speaking on myself, I didn't get to play in the last game because I got injured, but I could have been a better leader and more vocal to my teammates to help them succeed and tell them what I see from the sideline, maybe give them a different angle to help them go out there and perform at their best ability.
Like Coach said,
we try not to worry about that loss that we took. But I felt like what I could have done is be a better leader, be more vocal that game. And when everybody was down, when Malachi got injured, I feel like I could have brought everybody up as one.
And so with 2024, what's the end goal?
What was the question?
With the 2024 season coming, what's the end goal?
End goal, win a state championship.
I mean, the goal's always the same for us. Our standard is we want to win counties, win regionals, win states. So those are our 3 goals every single season.
Hey, they said it. Man. It's to win states. Like, it's to go as far as possible. Win against everybody, yeah.
All right. Well, I hope your guys do it. We definitely will be rooting for you. And, man, thank y'all for, just representing the county well, too. We appreciate that, and much success to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm with the Milford Millers, and got 2 questions. The first one is, from 2023, what's the lessons that you learned that you're going to apply in 2024?
The lesson that I learned in 2023, and I feel like my team has learned the same thing. Not being complacent, not getting comfortable, never being satisfied, keep our head down. We're going to keep working. We're going to take it week by week, and we're going to win a game at a time. And we're going to dominate, we're going to compete, and we're going to be state champions.
I learned how important discipline is, and also how important having a whole lot of leaders on and off the field mean a whole lot of leaders. Just because you don't start, or just because you're not a main star player, don't mean that you don't need to be a leader. We need a whole lot of leaders, so people can follow by example. And when them guys come in, when we need them, they'll be the best players on the field.
I learned that teamwork is a big part in winning, and you need to you need to follow after your leaders, because they really know what they're doing or talking about, so that you can be successful.
The real person. I feel like I learned a lot. I definitely learned patience, and I feel like I really just learned the game of football better after that, because it was just a lesson. I ain't never get no experience like that, so that definitely humbled me and pushed me to be a greater person this year. And y'all gonna see that this 24th season.
Okay. Lesson learned from 2023 that you're gonna bring a change or apply to.
For us, just be more consistent. That's all. Okay. Pay attention to details. Be more consistent. Okay. Plain and simple, man. Just like that. Be more consistent. Take care of the little stuff. Pay attention to detail a little more.
All right.
We'll be right there.
And so, what's the end goal for 2024?
State championship. The state championship with nothing over here.
That's right.
State championship with nothing over here.
Right.
That's
right. End goal for 2024.
State championship.
I like it.
To win the state championship.
Right. End goal for 2024.
Win states, get another ring.
Win states.
All right.
It's always win states. Just win state.
I like that. Well, I hope we all are successful. We'll be rooting for y'all to get to that state championship.
Sir, appreciate it.
All right. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm about to ask a question. Yeah. All right, I'm here with the Dundalk Owls. From last year, what's the lesson that you learned, and how you gonna change that going into the new season?
I say never come out thinking you're going to just walk on the team. Always be prepared just for a dogfight, no matter who the team is. Even if you think you got to look down on the team, just don't look as down at them. Because they can do something just to surprise you.
Definitely going to piggyback off what he said. There was definitely a lot of, I wouldn't say arrogance from us, but it was definitely a lot of, we thought that it was something that we were that, but it wasn't how it planned to be. So you definitely gotta, any opponent, don't never underestimate the opponent.
The
lesson I guess you could say that we learned is that it's important to be a family and be together, hold each other accountable. We didn't really have a lot of that last year. This year that would definitely change.
Okay. And so, what's the end goal? What's the end goal for 2024?
State champion.
State championship?
Definitely state championship.
Right.
Definitely the state championship. That's where our mind is right now, and that's where we'll be all season.
I definitely hope y'all get there. Y'all definitely been successful in the past, as I've watched throughout the years. So hope y'all get it and get to that state. All right. All right. So I'm here with Franklin High School. 2023 is gone. You learned some things. What are some of those things that you learned that you're gonna correct and put into place in 2024?
I'd say that we got to put a greater emphasis on keeping everybody healthy. We had some injuries last year. It kind of prohibited how far we could go. Our guys did a great job executing. Our guys who had to step in and fill in those roles. But obviously having our number ones out there is a very important thing.
Okay. And so with that, what are your goals for 2024?
It's very simple. State championship.
I like
We're
that.
not really worried about any personal accolades. Just as a team, we just want to win it all.
All right. But definitely, I hope that you get and reach those goals. And we're rooting for you. Much success to you. I appreciate it. All right. Definitely was a great one today. Liked a lot of the answers. Definitely have to answer that second question about the 2024 with states, because that's got to be the end goal. But some of the coaches did answer to some of the things that they wanted to improve with, as well as the players, and really appreciated that. Really appreciate what's going on. Maryland, we got to get more than 2 counties doing this. So that's a challenge out there for all the counties. Let's get out more media days and let's do this. And I appreciate everybody, appreciate all the teams that came out and supported, and wish y'all the best. Peace.